special right to like object to this whole thing?
Do you think your
Because
appeals don't matter?
I feel like I'm going to Charlie Crist for like advice on how to run a campaign. So
No,
it's like
I'll tell you.
I
I
was
can tell
like,
you how to
you
be.
tried this and you're like 0 for 3, and the other guy I'm going to, I'm like, yeah, walk me through it. You got
Well,
this. You're the expert.
I'm I'm really good on copyright strikes, actually.
All right.
Copyright stuff, I win all the time. I'll show you exactly what to do through the app. Okay, we'll
Hmm.
do this copyright counter notification and requirements for copyright counter notification. So I'll put the link in our private chat for this so you have it for later. Or
Hmm.
no, I'll text it to you so you have it for later because just in case this thing gets shut down for reference. But let me share my screen and I'll show you this is the most critical thing of this entire process. Okay. No
Hmm.
matter what else you write, this 2 paragraphs have to be copied and pasted into your dispute. You have to have those 2 things in there.
Really?
Yes. I filed the exact same dispute without that and with that, and you win well, you have a better chance of winning when you put that in. If it's the exact same, you win, and then you don't win. So you have to have these 2 statements in there. And it's weird because these statements are actually implied in the form that you fill out and
Hmm.
the things that you like, the boxes that you enter into. You have to put this in there. So first thing, put those in there. I take the quotes off the beginning and end of each one because it's
Right.
weird, but put that in there. And then, of course, you just simply say, uh, during a live stream, I made a good faith, fair use evaluation. I passed all 4 factors because I was significantly changing and transforming the content by adding commentary, critique, and criticism to what was going on. This doesn't impact the market. It's a different nature of work. One is a comedy sketch. One is political commentary about the ongoing dispute between 2 racial groups. You know, put
Right.
all that shit in there. Give yourself a basic 4-factor analysis of good faith, fair use. But most importantly, say, I have a good faith, fair use exception to this. This is new content. This is not something else. I am actually entitled to copyright protection as this is a new work. This is not merely a reshowing or end run around the old work's rights. Also, the content holder, this is what I would put in this one because this happened in real time and algorithmically, and that's critical, okay? Because there was no good faith, fair use review of this. And under Lens versus Universal Media Group, they must perform a good faith, fair use review before actually issuing a copyright strike. So I would put in there under the Ninth Circuit's ruling in Lens versus Universal Media.
Jesus, am I taking notes here?
I can tell you all this whenever you decide to do it, but
Okay.
I'm doing this for the audience too,
Right.
specifically because of this one. So Lens versus Universal Media Group was about a mom who had taken a little video of her toddler dancing right in the kitchen, and in the background a Prince song was playing. I think it was like When Doves Cry or whatever.
Hmm.
It doesn't matter, but a Prince song is playing in the background, and Universal Media Group, boom, strikes her video, even though that has nothing to do with the content of the video. But the worst thing was it was struck by a robot. An algorithm made the strike. There was no good faith, fair use analysis, and they admitted to that in court. When that came out in court, the judge not only ruled in favor of the mom, but the judge also ordered fees in favor of the mom, which happens very rarely in copyright cases because they didn't even do the review to see if the strike was valid. And under the Copyright Act, they have a duty under fair use to perform that good faith, fair use analysis. They can be completely wrong in it. They can suck at it.
Hmm.
They can be intentionally bad.
There has to be an effort.
There has to be a good faith effort of some sort. And that's going to be depending on the defendant. So in this case, there was no one at NBC monitoring your stream doing a good faith, fair use analysis. So I would say under Lens versus Universal Media Group, the content or the copyright holder is required under the Copyright Act to perform a good faith, fair use analysis. And there is no way that while my stream was still going, that was actually performed. This was removed by an algorithm that is improper and that is against U.S. jurisprudence or precedent or however you want to word it. You know how to word shit. You're a lawyer.
Right.
That's how I would approach this problem. And I bet that if you file that claim properly, that this is one of those strikes that should go away pretty quickly because it's copyright related, it's not content related, and you have a pretty strong good faith fair use claim, mainly on the fucking transformative nature of the work, because
Right.
obviously you're not doing a comedy show.
Mhm.
Like you're doing analysis of racial tension.
I mean,
So,
yeah, I try to turn it a little bit into a comedy
I
show,
mean,
otherwise no
jokes are
one's gonna
j
watch. Yeah,
yeah,
but
but
it's the
jokes are not, you're not doing a stand-up show. You're not broadcasting Dave Chappelle's stand-up on SNL and then doing live sketch comedy. Uh,
if I was a family of black kids just watching it and laughing, that would be considered sufficiently transformative. I've seen videos like I know a channel like that that's got like 500,000 subs, 1,000,000 subs on it. Like every video they do gets 200,000, and they literally don't even pause it. They're just sitting there laughing the entire time, and that's considered transformative. And and yeah, this I was stopping this thing every sentence and analyzing the last joke as to like whether or not it's anti-Semitic. I mean, it's ridiculous. The whole thing is ridiculous. So you're right. There was zero. It's not like there was a good faith or bad faith effort. There was zero effort. This was a computer algorithm, which basically struck me. I'm wondering. I mean, I really feel like I'm entitled to damages that I could have. It caught. I mean, I'm the one entitled to damages because they shut my stream down wrongly. Like that's a wrongful termination of my stream. I'm in the middle of like earning earning my day's pay, and the next thing you know, I lose out on being able to stream. I suspected it might have been you who filed it because I went past the midnight time. So
yes.
I was like, oh yeah, man. Okay, here he is. Like a couple of times, I went to like 12:30 or so. He noticed it's really bothering him. So
Mhm.
now, uh, I mean, I made it 14 minutes in. I made it 14 minutes in, but boom, 12:02 a.m. All of a sudden, bam, there's my bam, there's my notice. Bam,
I was
shut
trying
shut
to
him
get you
down.
to 14 minutes and 88 seconds, but it just didn't work.